Come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First run now for Kyren Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Rams at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. At their own 26-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got him on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw with Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle they go. Curry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a quick throw right side. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry here for their running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Looking to throw, Penix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Curry shreds him with a stiff arm.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Penix.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air, Penix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Now Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And he's got his big tight end here. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they can't bring him down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. Curry takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, LA.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and 8. They'll go play action here with Penix.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Breaks through the contact.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Curry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curry.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Curry, and he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Curry.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense